Hello brothers and sisters. I want to call this video setting up a great Bible study. So I always recommend this Strong's Concordance. It is the New Strong's Expanded Exhaustive Concordance of the Bible. So if we open to the word scholar in here, in the beginning, it has all of the words of the Bible laid out from A to Z, and in the back it has the Hebrew and the Greek in alphabetical order as well, and that's going to be the definition of those English words, and the English words are going to point you to the numbers in the back, so each Greek and Hebrew word is numbered. So I'm going to go and look up scholar right now. Scholar. I'm making some tea back there if you hear it rumbling. S-C-H. S-C-H. Scholar. So we're going to look up Malachi 2:12, and I'm going to have to take y'all along with me, because what we're going to look up is we're going to look up the way that God through revelation has made how ignorant or how learned you are irrelevant through revelation. So, oh, here it is. I was doing a video for y'all the other day and I laid my Bible right here, so we're going to look up Malachi 2:12. Alright, so now I have my Keyword Study Bible out. The Keyword Study Bible, KJV version, and it's by AMG Publishers. It's the Hebrew Greek Keyword Study Bible by AMG Publishers. So, and it has the Hebrew and the Greek in the back of it as well, and it's coded to Strong's. So we've got our bubbling hot tea here, boiling hot. It's roaring. So I'm going to go ahead and mix in a chamomile and a peppermint, because I'm still trying to get whatever this is out of my body. So, and then we'll go back to the study. So we're going to look at that passage in Isaiah chapter 29, where it speaks of how it's sealed from the learned man, and the unlearned man say, I cannot read it, for I'm unlearned. And then he talks about what we're looking for in Malachi as well. So we got a couple of, you know what, I'm going to put one more in there because I don't think that's going to be strong enough. So I put a chamomile, a peppermint, and now I'm going to put a vanilla spice perfect energy yogi tea. They're really yummy, so if you ever want to try one of those. And I'm not advertising. This is just me having a cup of tea while doing a Bible study. So, okay, so we're going to Malachi 2:12. And I'm showing you how to set up. So we looked up scholar in the Strong's Concordance. Now we're going to Malachi 2:12 to locate that word we just found. This should be interesting because I always flip way too far. Alright, Malachi 2:12. Yahweh will cut off the man that doeth this, the master and the scholar, out of the tabernacles of Jacob, and him that offereth an offering unto Yahweh of hosts. So let's back up one right there. We're going to back up to, it says, Judah hath dealt treacherously, which is southern Israel, and an abomination is committed in Israel and in Jerusalem. For and that would be northern Israel. And so you have northern Israel, that's usually called Israel or Joseph, and then or Samaria, and then you have southern Israel, which is called Judah, and sometimes it's called Israel as well. So in the context here, it's obviously speaking of Jerusalem, which would be in southern Judah. So it's committed in Israel and in Jerusalem, for Judah hath profaned the holiness of Yahweh, which he loved, and hath married the daughter of a strange god. And we know Jezebel, she brought in the worship of strange gods, and her father was Ethbaal, and he's the priest up in Tyre and Sidon, up in where modern day Syria is, I believe. So he goes on to say, Yahweh will cut off the man that doeth this, the master and the scholar, right, out of the tabernacles of Jacob, and him that offereth an offering unto Yahweh of hosts. So the scholar, right, we have scholastics in America, and they give you awards if you're show yourself really smart, right? So in the Hebrew Greek Study Bible, these are actually underlined. Like I didn't know if they would be underlined, but we can look up Master 5782 in the Hebrew because it's in the Old Testament. So I look up 5782 because we want to find out what scholar is. Or a primitive root, rather identical with 5783 through the idea of opening the eyes. To wake. Hey, that's a synonym then with the word shaked. So if you go with me real quick to Jeremiah chapter 1, I'll try not to forget we're in Malachi chapter 2. So if we go to Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 12. Then Yahweh said unto me, go back to 11. So Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 11. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Jeremiah, what seest thou? And I said, I see a rod of an almond tree. Then said Yahweh unto me, Thou hast well seen, for I will hasten my word to perform it, which actually means that he will watch over it. And the almond tree was the first to rouse from the sleep of winter. So that said to wake or to open the eyes is what the scholar means. So we know that almond work was in the menorah, and it says that these seven are the eyes of the Lord in Zechariah chapter 4. And then in Chronicles, I can't remember exactly where, it says that the eyes of the Lord roam to and fro throughout the earth, looking for those who will be strong on Yahweh's behalf. I can't remember exactly how he words that. But I'm sorry, guys, my throat is not working today. That's why I made this tea. So one moment, please.